This year's Lunar New Year was celebrated all around the world, from Buenos Aires, Mexico City to Madrid. People were all participating into various events, marking the beginning of the year of the water rabbit, according to the Chinese calendar.
Hundreds of people celebrated the Lunar New Year in Buenos Aires, a Chinese neighborhood Sunday. A parade of dragons danced through the crowds while spectators tried to touch them in order to be blessed with good luck for the rest of the year. Chinese pop singer, along with one of the regular entertainers, paid tribute to the Argentinian World Cup champions by performing the plastic replica of the trophy. This area is among Buenos Aires' main attractions, visited by thousands of people every weekend as part of the Argentine capital's tourism agenda. Meanwhile, in Mexico City, after the pandemic hit worldwide, in 2023, Chinese Lunar New Year resumed to be celebrated in person after years being held online due to the COVID pandemic. The contest gathered hundreds of spectators enjoying the costumes, celebrating in the Mexican capital the beginning of the Year of the Rabbit. The contest included two categories: children and youth. And the outdoor celebrations include performances by lion and dragon dancers, among other activities. On the other hand, thousands gathered to watch a parade in the Spanish capital of Madrid this Sunday, celebrating the start of the Lunar New Year. Chinese dragon dancers, stilt walkers, drummers, and performers all took part in the parade organized by Chinese associations in Madrid. The annual spectacle takes place in the working-class district of Usera, an area of the highest density of Chinese nationals in Madrid, around 40,000 people. Pope Francis on Sunday offered New Year's wishes to all those in the world celebrating the Lunar New Year. The pontiff also made an impassioned plea, including in his native Spanish language, for the end of widening violence in Peru over demands for the resignation of that country's president.
Addressing some 15,000 people gathered in St. Peter's Square for his weekly appearance from a window of the Apostolic Palace, Pope Francis invited the mass to pray so that the acts of violence cease in Peru. Noting that he was joining in an appeal of Peruvian bishops, Francis switched from speaking Italian to Spanish to exclaim no to violence from whatever part it comes, no more deaths. He noted that Peruvians were among the faithful in the square. Pope Francis also noted the positive signs coming from Cameroon and called for all parties to work towards a solution to the conflict there. Until recently, the protests, increasingly engulfing Peru, had been concentrated in the country's south.